I'm just ready to get out, to be honest.
How we doing? Just kicking back, trying to figure out what the hell I've been doing for all these years. Missing my family. Besides my immediate family, I have them here. I lost my youngest son. He either committed suicide or he was murdered. But that's neither here nor there. The whole point is he's gone, and I got my youngest son here at the house. I know where he's at. I'm keeping him safe. My middle son, well, he can be a pain in the butt sometimes, I'll tell you what. Would like to get closer to my family before I die. Of course, I don't plan on dying anytime soon. It's not that. It's just that, you know, things are tough all over for people. I go into the store with my wife because we don't go nowhere without each other. And I see the little ones, in the carts, and then, they got the boogeyman already. It's almost October. Well, it's still September, but uh, you ever find yourself in a rut? You're watching things on TV, the live streams or whatever, the swamp people, the ice road truckers, stuff like that. Mom likes to watch, different shows, but it's not like, Lucille Ball or MASH or, reruns like that. She and I both like watching stuff that's happening in real life. I keep teasing her we're gonna go out, dragon hunting someday. Them alligators scare the hell out of me. I don't know about you. And you know, Cajun people are the one of the toughest type of people we have in the United States. One of the toughest. I'm not saying the whole toughest, but I'd rather have them next to me in a battle than anyone else, that I could see so far. Except for my trained Marines. I love them. You know, I'm a Marine. I'm not going to say former Marine. There ain't no such thing. Uh, you can shake, rattle, and roll and fight the system all you want, but when it comes to wearing a badge like that, I'm never going to lose it. You know. Uh, there are some things I don't like about veterans. Like I recently joined the VFW and got my card and all that kind of stuff. But I noticed that they don't, they talk camaraderie, but they back off. You know, I mean, you got dart tournaments and pool tournaments. Then they got karaoke night, and there's only like two, four, six, maybe eight people. I mean, this whole hall is huge, but everybody's huddled around the damn bar. It's like they won't come up and encourage the ones that want to, entertain, and be recognized for something. You know, uh, it hurts me. It does because if we're gonna, if you're gonna back people up, you welcome them into your club, and you know. They should be closer to the stage while the people are singing it. They don't sing that long, and give them backup, because most of them are I don't want to say needy people, but they just want to be recognized that they're there. Some of them sound like crap. Like me, I sound like crap all the time. But it doesn't matter. If you're a club, if you're someone that promotes these things, right? Whether it be pool or darts or quick karaoke, back them up. Build them up. That's the problem with the United States today. We don't build each other up. All we do is tear each other down. Oh yeah, I'm better than you because I did this. I did that. Doesn't matter what you did before, bunk. It's about what you're gonna do when you really needed to do something. You know, it's just hard for me sometimes to swallow the things out here in public. I agree with you may not like me for it, but I agree with Trump. The crime is way out of hand. These mayors and governors and stuff like that, in these blue states, they don't give a crap about anybody. They want the almighty dollar. But if Trump cuts off the federal funding, that's going to hurt them. But it's also going to hurt the people. You know why? Because those in charge in those states will raise taxes so they can keep their income up, and their way of life, you know, going while others suffer. That's why we have so many freaking homeless people. Where I live is Denton, Texas. It's a beautiful city, beautiful county. It's got places to go fishing, got water, you name it. You can have boats, whole nine trees, green grass, the whole 9 yards. I spent well, my wife and I, my family, spent 30 years in El Paso area, and the biggest friggin' tree they had there was a yucca tree. That was El Paso's forest. I know I sound like I'm complaining, and maybe I am, but it'd be a lot better if people just cooperated with each other. I mean, you don't have to have all this woke stuff. Look, you don't have to explain anything to me. If you're gay or trans or whatever it is, you don't have to explain the thing to me or anyone else out here. You gotta explain it to God when you die, and you will die. Yeah. By natural causes, by accident, by whatever. It's not up to me. It's up to Him. If you can't figure that out, you got a friggin' problem, man. But I don't know if any of this makes sense to you or not. I just feel that it needed to be said. That enough of this bull crap, man. Leave our children alone. Leave, stop trying to brainwash people. Society's bad enough as it is. You just gotta stand up, grow a pair, instead of staying back, in the background while everybody else protests, walk around in bikini underwear going, I'm happy I'm gay. Fuck that shit. You know. It's stupidity. It's gonna bite us in the ass. Why do you think we're in, the world is in such a mess? God's looking at us going, really? Really? There are politicians here in the United States who are trying to fix things, but they don't have enough power to do that. There's too many sick people out here. They got to come up with some answers. Who knows? And when they talk about martial law and stuff like that, because the National Guard sent in to wipe out crime, and calm things down. Well, then all of a sudden they're all fascists. They're not. I don't want my children walking in the streets, being afraid to go across the street, or being afraid of even on the street because they might be kidnapped and sexually assaulted or murdered. Hell no. If it takes the National Guard on our streets, then so be it. That's because now it's not about fascism or crap like that. It's about the fact that these mayors and governors of these states have let this shit go. Houston, Texas, it's a mess. Dallas, it's a mess. Austin, it's a mess, right? And we're in a red state, but they're all governed by Democrats. The homeless rate is terrible. The crime rate is terrible. The whole nine friggin' yards, man. Trump is finally okay. He's starting with one small area, the District of Columbia. It's not even a state, and he's federalizing it, and he's stopping crime. Next, I hope he hits Chicago, but I hope he comes down to Texas too. I mean, Governor Abbott's doing the best he can do. I don't know what I know they're all trying to play within the law. The law is a good thing. Sometimes it's a hindrance. It needs to be changed. It just does. That's my opinion. Y'all have a nice evening. Thank you for listening. And God bless all of you. Bye-bye. Ending it.